strange that we have like 18 plus rating on the PS1, and one of the most best games by many, even by me, as the best PS1 game is Tamba, which is basically a kid's game. Kind of ironic, don't you think? Think about it. Like, that game has so much fucking content. Not even, I don't know, like 50% of the modern games don't even have that content. Not saying those with an open world, like without the open world. When open world wasn't even a freaking thing, Combo was there. The shit you could do is mind-boggling, to say the least. And it was a 2.5D, so think about that.
Yeah, in terms of like the PS1, a whole bunch of games that I miss that I would just love a remaster of. Like,
yeah.
There was this one game that I remember playing back again like 10 years ago, putting PS1 on PS2, called Vagrant Story.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Fucking love Vagrant Story. There's not many games like it, or if any at all. It's a very unique game.
Honestly, you can agree with me or you can disagree with me. Really depends. That the boom of the JRPG came with the PS1.
I would argue, like, you are right that there's a massive boom, like a renaissance of JRPGs on the PS1. But I would argue that the first renaissance was on the Super Nintendo.
I can agree with that. I mean, the Super Nintendo had a big chunk of JRPGs.
The JRPG and the big percentage of the JRPGs that are on the PS1 were from the Super Nintendo. As like released on the Super Nintendo on the PS1. The difference is.
Okay. Since we're talking on the subject of Super Nintendo, what's your favorite Super Nintendo game? Like, it doesn't even have. Okay.
I don't have to think about that. Like the two games, like there's two games come to mind coming from the Super Nintendo. Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy 6. Don't have to fucking think about it.
Okay, I have only one NES game, and I want it to be remastered, but it won't. That's Felix the Cat.
Oh yeah, I've heard that. Well,
I don't know, like...
The problem with that shit is the licensing it alone, I guess, is the problem.
I know, but no one is freaking interested in making a Felix Cat, you know?
To be fair, you say that, but we did get a remaster for a freaking NES game with that Donald Duck thing a couple years back.
Wait a minute, you mean Scrooge Duck?
Yeah, that came out of nowhere. It was like a NES game.
Oh no, that didn't came out of nowhere. That game had a big popularity. Even back in the time, in the NES fucking times, it had a big popularity.
But you know what I mean, though. It's like if a NES game can come out and make it.
And the DuckTales. Yeah, I know.
Very good. Like who currently owns the rights, like game rights to it, or is that just no one?
I think Disney.
Who currently has the rights?
I don't know who owns the rights.
Because that would decide on whether it would be a thing or not.
I remember my brother used to play DuckTales a lot. When it was, you know, in the Nintendo times or whatnot. Interesting. No, that game will never be remastered. I know this for a fact. No one asks it. No one will ever ask it. It's the same thing with Warriors Rage. No one gives a shit about that game. remastered or a game that's gonna be released that's similar to what it is, but it's never gonna happen. I either prefer the Samurai 4s, 2, 1, or 5 special. No one gives a shit about. And I'm a little bit annoyed by that fact. Voice Rage is the closest I have to a bamboo sword sports game. Closest.
Well, to be fair though, I did actually have I remember before you were trying to do the tournament before it flopped, I actually had a quick look at the game. It did look pretty fucking janky.
It's janky, but once you play it, it's kind of when you look at it, it seems like meh. But when you start playing it, it starts getting interesting. Like I played 10, maybe 20 matches with what was he called? Darkest, yeah. He had fun. He also loves the game, but not a whole lot of people do. I was disappointed. I mean, yeah, that's my favorite Sam show, but yeah.
It's not the most recognized by the community.
The community wants, basically how I see it, and it's probably a wrong way to see a game, but showdown games, I see them as Street Fighter with swords.
I don't like. Okay, I can't give you a judgment on that because I've never played a Sam Show game. I haven't touched it.
It wants to be Mortal Kombat, but the blood is really poorly made. It's not even taken seriously.
Like the Sam Show, that game that I think out of boredom I might want to try out is Sam Show 2. That one, in terms of its realism and in terms of how it wants to be, seems very fucking interesting.
Speaking of Sam Show 2, I have something that I need to tell you.
Yeah.
Next week, not this week. Next week is Sam Show 2.
Yeah. Actually, that one like I've seen video footage of it and how that plays. It looks pretty interesting. The second one.
It's Sam Show 2 is beloved by the Asian community, I think. I think the Western kind of prefer 4 and 5. 5 special. 1 second. This 5 special has every other Saturday like tournaments. Which I compete in. I try to compete in.
Well, hopefully I can.
Sam Show 2 is gonna be a 9.
Actually, I still haven't decided whether I'm buying the PS4 version of Sam Show yet.
Even if you don't, it's no big deal. I mean, I like the game, I like how it looks and all of that, but that's like about Sam Show.
I just think it look. I just think I've watched some bits of this one. It just looks kind of cool.
If I'm looking at something that's with swords that's gonna come out that is similar, which is not, is Grand Blue Fantasy. I kind of prefer that. Like it has a pretty unique style.
Oh.
It has a cel-shaded graphics. Grand Blue Fantasy has a more of I don't know, animation art style, things like that.
Okay, so Sam Show PS4 demo is about equivalent to Street Fighter 5 when it comes to frame input lag on the console versions.
So not good.
It's like I was talking to you earlier. It's 8 frames of delay.
Oh, basically not to go and bear ourselves in. We might need to wait for the PC.
Like there's 8 frames of delay in the game itself.
Oh, yikes! Well, they did mention a day patch 1, but I wouldn't believe anything, you know.
The thing is that the console version of Street Fighter 5 was exactly the same, just a bit under 8 frames.
I am gonna suggest to you something. I am gonna suggest not to use the PS4. Just because of this information you just told me. I think we should wait for the PC. Or we're at.
It won't necessarily be bad whilst playing on the console, because the big thing with how the console works is the consoles themselves are actually designed for delay, how they function. So we might be able to alleviate a big chunk of that, but it's still kind of like, why?
Well, if they're talking, if their statement is true, they are probably gonna fix the delay with they said. I'm not sure if it's true or not.
Well, there'll be a
Well, to be fair, the games that were popular had some net play issues, if my memory serves.
yeah.
Like you even told me about the Jump Force. It had bad net play code.
Infamously bad. Well, there's one other game that we've got on the list that had pretty fucking bad online net code, which we'll have a good experience with, which we will get to eventually, and that is J-Star's Victory Versus.
Did that have a net play? I thought that was like...
It actually did have a form of net play, and it was not good. I just remember just messing with my friend Matt, who was in the way, and then sometimes it was okay. There was always a little bit of delay, even when you were kind of close by. What you got to realize is that my friend is about 4 miles away from me, so not far. And we'd have moments of like just raw ass fucking delay or like stutter on the game. We had fun with it, but it just performance wise it just didn't line up. Some days it'd be fine, but the game didn't have its own. The game didn't have its own matchmaking. That was the problem with it. Like, not a good ass. I have to look back. It's been, oh my god, it's been 7 years.
We should relive those days on Parsec and see how it fared.
Oh god, I can already tell you already the Parsec would run like 100 times fucking better.
And here is why I prefer Parsec. I mean, okay. Lay down now.
I can tell you that already. Like that, so much better, more reliable than that shit.
Oh, I believe you, Matt. I mean, to be honest, I haven't used Netplay code ever, like ever. Netplays were, you know, Kylera, Fightcade 1, Fightcade 2, Supercade, Dolphin, and Farsight. Like even Midna. have never actually used the Netflix, official Netflix. Unless you count War Thunder and the MMOs as official Netflix. I don't know. Have anything to go by. Interesting. So I am gonna go and Care Bears movie number 4.
Fucking Care Bears. I fucking love that. I just love the fact that you subject yourself to that.
Man, it's on the list. Like, you know. Actually, you should see what I've put myself through. The only franchise I haven't finished was the Ashley Twins movies. After the first movie, which was 25 minutes long, so too long, is the worst movie I will ever see in my existence. It's 25 minutes, but even that is too long.
To be fair, it's
the dialogue.
The phrase
it hurts my soul, my head, my skin, my bones, everything.
To be fair, the phrase "it's on the list" pretty much describes the people that I consider watching the Care Bears in my country. That is like the biggest red flag to a pedophile.
No man, like I can see why people watch it. I mean, I can't understand it, but I can see why. It's a good punishment to your kid. Like I can see why Nostalgia Critic doesn't like the movie. I don't think it's that bad though.
Look, I won't announce you're watching the Care Bears. I will not tell them about the little Jimmy you have down in your basement.
Oh man. I am looking in my basement because I live in the basement. And it's my father. My father's sleeping in the bed. So.
Anyway,
yeah, but
I'll let you get to your Care Bears.
Trust me, I'll be happy when this is over. Watching it, I'm just listening to it, and I'm playing and I will be playing Castlevania while I do that.
wait, what? That's even worse. You're listening to Care Bears, but there are more messages through audio.
Well, sometimes I do not want to waste my time with a movie I will not like, you know. So I put it on the audio, and while that is relayed in my ears, I cannot play.
You will watch anything, won't you? You will listen to / watch anything. I've got a film for you. What? I got a film that you'll enjoy. It's called Freddy Got Fingered.
I'm not till F.